Story begin in Japan 1970, the fierce battle of monsters and human Akira, they fighting to defeat a high-class monsters, but no matter what they do, their attack is no effect to the monsters, now they lost their hope and think that this is the end, but suddenly a high-class magician the famous Ichikami Minato the strongest mage saved them, and said to them that they done well, now they hopes back once as again and they're thankful that they are saved, while Ichikami Minato say all of you guys retreat leave everything to me, now all of them retreating now, and one of them asked to his comrades, can we really run away and leave that man behind? And the respond of the guy you dambus don't you know who is that man he is the founder of magician the strongest mage, so that man is the famous Ichikami Minato, that's right he is the person standing right there, now Ichikami Minato facing all of the monsters, while he facing the monsters, the backstory shown when it started, one day, all across the world a large number of monsters suddenly began to appear, this event known as the Calamity, humanity weapon were entirely ineffective against the monsters, however humanity began opening their eyes to the possibilities of magic become the one and only thing capable of defeating monsters, the battle between monsters and humanity continued for over a decade, now back to the present, for the first, and most powerful mage Ichikami Minato the only one who could save the world. Now he facing a demon god a top-rank monsters the boss of the Calamity with enormous magic power and pressure and cut-up body, now the monsters using his full power to attack him, but he block it, and the monster suddenly use 6 elements compound magic, now he was trying blocking it, but the attack is so powerful that give him a damaged, and say that this demon god is so powerful that he cannot win with this time, so he have no choice to use a powerful magic that can reach 15 circles, now he use 15 rancor innocent void to attack the monster and the monster defeated in a dust, while he defeat the demon god and the Calamity can finally end, but because he used all of his power he is dying and say dying is a great sage it's not a bad way to go out and he eved a good life, because he is the prodigy he give another chance to live, now his soul possessed Kusanagi Minato body, and he can't believe that he is alive even though he used up all of his power, and he look himself in the mirror and he shocked that this body is not him, while he is staring to his new body, the doctor came in to check his body, while the doctor checking his body he can't believe that after you lost consciousness and went into critical condition due to the traffic accident, but you are already completely healed, and say that it's like you were healed by holy magic, while he thinking what the doctor say, well it's automatically healed because of my holy magic, but he dining remember anything about traffic accident, and say to the doctor if his power is depleted, and the doctor respond what power, what do mean, and he telling the story on happened to him during the Calamity, when he was fighting the monsters. And the doctor say could you tell me your name and the current year, he say that he is Ichikami Minato and this is 1970 right, while the doctor saw it's a sequela and after effects of disease and injury, but it's look like a case of memory impairment and say your name is Kusanagi Minato and the year is 2022, he cannot believe what the doctor say, and he while looking around in his surrounding he see things that he never seen before and is this the future, while the doctor said that the Calamity you mentioned occurred 50 years ago and hasn't appeared since, and he say then what about the monsters, the doctor say there are monsters, but they aren't many and it's very peaceful, and he think that if that true, then the world achieved a peace, and he is very thankful, but the doctor say that Ichikami Minato in the great Calamity years ago he sacrificed himself to save the world, that's why you're not Ichikami, while at that time he thinking what happened after he died and think that he reincarnated into Kusanagi Minato and say how, after that some weeks later, at the boarding of Kusanagi Minato, he say so this is the room of Kusanagi, and his parents passed away when he was a child and kicked out by his foster parents and sent to boarding school and since then, he has been getting by with his parents' inheritance, and he say while lying down in the bed, thinking that there is no such a thing as reincarnation in magic so my reincarnation was a walk of God he think, or it was all by a chance, and see the ID of Kusanagi and currently studying in Kamui Magic Academy, while he interrupt when someone calling him, but he don't know what he should do so he throw it away, and a message that shown, now in the Kamui Magic Academy, and he said going to school as an adult his heart is pumping, and this is great but, he see guy using magic, and what the hell is that magic power, that's why he's so disappointed on what he see, he couldn't believe that compared to a newbie on his time have a 10th magic power, and he say that can that guy succeed becoming a magician, and walk away and thinking that the magic declined so much at this rate, now on the 2A room. He sit to his chair and he is excited and say if he have friend there, but 3 bullies appear and one of them say that this fucker ignoring my text, Kusanagi say who are you, but Tadano get angry like that and trying to kick Kusanagi, but Kusanagi avoid it, Tadano say you dare to forget me you piece of trash and pointed him, now Kusanagi remember now his is the one who calling him, and say you're friends of mine, and the Tadano say now you finally remember you spaz, and you know what being friend means right, and respond that's great then let get along. The guy shock and say no not that give me your money and hurry up and hand it over to us, while Kusanagi say you have a plenty left in your parents' inheritance now he know Kusanagi was being bullying, but Tadano said that don't get so full of yourself and trying to him a punch, and suddenly a beautiful girl interrupt them in the stop on what he is doing, and said to Kusanagi don't forget it loser. Now the classes is started, the teacher is discussing about the great calamity in 1970, the great sage Ichikami Minato that sacrificed himself to an end, that the monsters appears all over the world and the humanity despaired, but the pioneer of magic called the great sage Ichikami Minato, are different he didn't give up, and defeated all the monsters by himself, and at last he confronted the boss Calamity the demon god, and risked his own life to save the world. Since then the Calamity has never returned. Now the teacher asks a question who exactly was Ichikami Minato. The beautiful girl rise his and say that the only survivor of first Calamity and the first magician and the reason why Kamui Magic Academy was built. And the hero of the world and an idol of every magician said that's correct and he is the first survivor and first human use magic and because of that Kusanagi embracing at that time hearing flatter word about him, and think what the doctor said to him that word is at the peace, it is because magician become a weak, and realize that this world is not bad and peaceful, now that their class is end and the teacher give an assessment that they gonna use magic tomorrow. Now Tadano come up, trying to insulting Kusanagi that he will be seeing how dogshit your magic power, while Kusanagi ignoring him, but when he say the name of Kusanagi parents, Kusanagi say you fucking bastard, at that simple word of him, Tadano get angry and using his magic, and his classmate is trying to stop because he using magic in the classroom, but he doesn't care what his classmate said and released his magic to Kusanagi, but Kusanagi he seems so relaxed and staring at him, now he is hit by the magic, but the magic no effect on him, because the magic this world low class and he is a great sage Ichikami Minato, that's why he doesn't affect him. Now all of the shock they can't believe Kusanagi is unscathed after taking Tadano magic head on, while Kusanagi thinking that tolerate all of what he say because his child, but now Kusanagi can't tolerate it and he wants to give him a punishment, he use magic stop everyone to not moving, and all them can't understand what is happening, now he walk in through Tadano to give him a punishment, but there was a teacher who appeared and saying that what is happening there was sound like someone is using a magic and want to know what is happening, but Kusanagi say that there was nothing happened and maybe someone using magic in outside, but the teacher not believing him because there is no magic club activity happening in the school grounds and impossible to a student used a magic of this department as he wishes, so he say that some of magician around keen using their magic, like the smoke in the outside, the teacher believing what Kusanagi said and he want to find the true culprit and the rest of you back to your seat, while Kusanagi is happy, and thinking that he maybe create a false evidence to close this case down, and say sorry for the troubles, while Tadano is so mad, now Kusanagi he thinking if there was a monsters around, said the students of here the magic is so low that can't kill a monsters even this world is peaceful, so he want to go out to check if there was a monsters around, now in the old city of Shibuya, Kusanagi using magic to run into the air to go there. Now he finally see the old city of Shibuya he rushed in there to find monsters, but couldn't sense any living monsters, but suddenly sense a monsters aura coming far away with human alone in there. Now he use a powerful magic to go in there and save the police women and he defeated the monsters in one blow and he say to the that to be careful next time, while the girl not finished to think him, Kusanagi leave her, and the girl is confused and say that the man is like a great magician but he didn't chance any spell, now, while Kusanagi is in the air he say the hidden his face is right and because he is reincarnated person he don't want to stand up to her at that time because the monsters level is low and can't believe and he think that police magic level have also gone down a lot, and thinking that this people in this timeline have certainly become weaker that couldn't defeat any monsters, and he feels so disappointed not even to the student in the magic academy but also in the police who have the duties to save people but they couldn't protect their own self, but he said that this people even this time needs my help to protect them, now he go to find a monsters and annihilate all of them this time around, after that in the school they measuring their magic power, while the teacher saying the instruction Mizuha-san and Kusanagi talking to each other, and the other said that this the first time they see Mizuha spoke to Kusanagi, now that Mizuha approached Kusanagi, she introduced herself that she is the second daughter of noble house of Mizuha, hus name is Mizuha Yuika. But Kusanagi reaction is something what he don't understand what Mizuha say about magic house of noble, that's why Mizuha shouted and said you didn't know that his family is leading the four houses of the noble, the head of magician, but Kusanagi is wondering what is that and say the nobility back there on his time is not existing, and he never heard Mizuha family, and he saw that Mizuha magic power is not great, and for the family that have a luxurious and prominent their power is like lackluster, while Mizuha confused, and thinking that this guy is stupid, that can't understand what his is talking about, while in the side Tadano is jealous and mad at Kusanagi because of yapping on Mizuha. Now Kusanagi asks so what is the business that he have to that magic nobility that Mizuha say. Now Mizuha is irritating of the way Kusanagi talks, the more Mizuha get pissed off, but he trying to calm himself for the dignity of a noblewoman like him and thinking what happened before Kusanagi hit by magic yesterday, his have no unscathed, and that there was a reason, and can't understand why, and ask Kusanagi to what happened yesterday, but the teacher announced that the students at the back to get ready. Now Kusanagi rushed to leave Mizuha, while Mizuha trying stop him, but Kusanagi doesn't care, and Mizuha say let's see if your true power after the assessment. Now Tadano is trying to show up in his power to stone measuring and got a 1000 magic power with the attributes of fire, while Kusanagi thinking that the measurement standard hasn't changed after so many years. Now the next who measuring his power is Mizuha, and she got 2000 magic power attribute water, while they classmate is amazed to him and the teacher speak that the two of them, Mizuha and Tadano they magic power are top class this year and said that the both of them would become great magician. Now they classmate is cheering them up, but Kusanagi is confused why 2000 magic power highest, and said this a much better than an amateur, are you joking? While Mizuha think that Kusanagi realize the power of Mizuha house is powerful, but she doesn't know that they magic is trash, that can't kill one monsters. Now Kusanagi saw that Mizuha is staring at him and making his face so proud, what the unbearable this, now this Kusanagi is the next who measuring his power, but his classmates saying things about him that his is the lowest rank in the class and say that Kusanagi is good at studying, but his talent in magic is waste, while Tadano thinking that Kusanagi has no talent and trying to embarrassing himself in the front of everyone, and to his Mizuha, while Mizuha is to fold to himself and thinking how much magic power Kusanagi can do, and though that Kusanagi couldn't defeated him, now everyone is watching to Kusanagi. While Kusanagi thinking what he gonna do because showing so much he can get so much trouble and that is pain in the ass for him, but he said that can't hold back even a little bit. Now he place his on the measuring stone and realize in power Uera to give all that he got, and say if this stone can handle the power of great sage then go. While two students outside sense a powerful magic, all of them shock when the stone blast, and he say that nobody can sense his power magic, while the teacher asking if that everybody is alright, and said to Kusanagi that's he is lucky because he is in the middle of that explosion, and the teacher is thankfully cause everyone didn't hurt, and thinking why the measuring device got destroyed. Now they won't know what Kusanagi magic power and attributes, and then Kusanagi ask if that is bad, while the respond of the teacher that they can't decide on what Kusanagi group belong, but he said to Tadano to take Kusanagi to his group, while thinking bad on Kusanagi, and agree with showing his devil smile and said that he can rest assured. Now Tadano was whispering in his ear and said that he is looking forward to it, after that their class, they next session is to go to Old Shibuya. Now that they teacher explaining and smoking to them that the Old Shibuya that there was a monsters that still inhabiting in the place and were severely destroyed by the calamity, and he say that this Shibuya is abandoned city and protecting by the police. In regular intervals magician to subjugate monsters her and also students of Magic Academy is required to help, and to eliminate all monsters, and say that more than half monsters killed by pro magicians so that they can't worry too much, while Kusanagi thinking that there was something wrong cause he has sensed some monster around, but that there was no sign of calamity and he took out all monsters in last night and so confused why monsters is showing up there. Now all of them is so excited to complete their class, but Kusanagi is worrying to them that they are so carefree, while Mizuha is staring at him. After that they started they practice, now but Tadano called Kusanagi and say to him to stay still and don't do anything to get in their way, while they arguing to each other, Tadano say why that Mizuha is so interested to him. Now Kusanagi realize and said to Tadano that you have feelings to Mizuha, but Tadano get mad and use magic power, but Kusanagi say that don't do it because a monster suddenly appeared at their back, and the three of them got scared and arguing to each other that if there was a chance of winning at that monsters, but Tadano say that he can win to the soldiers monsters. Now Tadano use his fire magic, but her magic doesn't affect and can't take even and scratch into the monster, while Kusanagi though that a level 1 magic couldn't defeat any monsters. Now three of them become fear and they can't do anything and feels that's they gonna die, and Tadano pee on his pants cause of fear, while the monsters starting to killing them. The monsters saw Kusanagi, and the monster suddenly stopped cause the monster's sense and aura to Kusanagi is so powerful. Now Kusanagi stepped forward spoke to the monsters that even the monsters can tell who is strongest. Now the monsters and Kusanagi started to fight, while they using their power. three bullies say to Kusanagi that he cannot defeat that monsters and all them gonna die there. Now Kusanagi use level 2 magic rock break to defend the attack of the monsters, and he used level 1 fire arrow attack and the monster died in one hit. While Tadano is confused and thinking happened that he couldn't believe that Kusanagi defeated the monsters, but Kusanagi thinking that there was possibility that something is wrong cause monsters is appearing, and had doubt that many people are going died once again, now he clinging his hand and promised to save everyone, while three of the bullies alive, and the two of them couldn't believe that Kusanagi defeated the monsters that he has become different person, while Tadano is feel mad, and hit the wall, and they didn't know that Mizuha is spying them and saw everything. Now Mizuha saw everything, and thinking of what Kusanagi do, he sure that Kusanagi is extremely timid and had no attitude for magic, and realized that Kusanagi is like a different person, and say that, he didn't not hear any chanting, while Kusanagi using magic, and she wondering how Kusanagi can easily defeated a soldier demon with his level 1 magic, and say that Kusanagi need at least level 3 magic to defeat a demon soldier, and that is impossible to beat it with level 1 magic, while Kusanagi is walking away. Mizuha said that why she hiding, now Kusanagi say peeking around is nice hobby to do. Now Mizuha surprised and asked Kusanagi that how did he know, while Kusanagi said that being a mage it easy to know, but Mizuha confused and she didn't know what she gonna say. Now Kusanagi say that you guys really can't sense magic can you? After he say that Kusanagi walk away, while Mizuha trying to stop him but suddenly Kusanagi disappeared and watching Mizuha at the top of the building, now Kusanagi checking if there was a soldier monsters luring around, but the only that he find is magical beasts present, and thinking Tadano who considered an excellent student, is acting like a fool after that he cannot defeat a soldier monsters, and also the other students will have a hard time even against magic beasts, and Kusanagi thinking that he should reduce some of magic beasts, now he use level 2 magic Barret to kill some magic monster around Shibuya station, while he released his magic, Tadano and his friend and also Mizuha saw the magic arrow away, meanwhile two students is surrounded by monsters, but when they were about to be attacked by the monster, the magic arrow of Kusanagi hit the monsters, now the two of them save, while Kusanagi is watching, and feeling so good of killing all of the monsters, and then realize that he is overdoing it, and the class won't now proceed, because all monster died, now he came down to the building, when he was down he suddenly thought that he didn't need to hide his power but standing out so much is pain in the ass, but their teacher said why there were so many monsters left, because he heard that some monsters are hunted down, and wondering that the one who killed the monster in one strike is not one of his student, and say it is done by some magician that very skilled, and he never seen something like that, and most of the student complained because they almost died, and because of that their teacher apologized and said that he was told by the police that they had already killed some of the monsters so it was only a few, and he said that he should have confirmed it at the school side, and sorry that he putting them into the danger, and the girl asked if there was someone to come to save them, but the teacher say that he don't know, and also he wondering who it is, but he thankfully to the one who saved them, while Kusanagi is happy. After that, now some of the students talking about the magic that they saw, and Kusanagi is happy because everyone is fine, and also the three bullies, while Mizuha is wondering about Kusanagi's actions and said that there's no student can use dual attributes and that Kusanagi also, or she is overthinking. But what he wondered about was how Kusanagi defeated the soldiers' monsters, and say the how mysterious Kusanagi is, but the two bullies arguing to each other, they said that magic arrow was done by Kusanagi. But the one say it is impossible, but the is so insist that the one killed the monster is Kusanagi, while they are arguing, Tadano is so angry, if the two of them couldn't stop they going to die, and two of them become silent, now Tadano shouted that Kusanagi is a fucking small fry and not strong, and say that there was something fishy is going on. He think that Kusanagi is cheating to make them like a fool, and he planned to expose Kusanagi true characters, after their class over, while Kusanagi is going home, Tadano and so many students is waiting for him to give him a lesson, but Kusanagi said to them that studying magic is even better than doing things like this, while Tadano shouted to Kusanagi saying that he is a fucking cheater. He think that Kusanagi is can't use magic so he is using some dirty tricks them, now Tadano saying that to this place you cannot use magic, and now all of them punch Kusanagi, while Kusanagi is standing only, and Tadano insulting him, saying that he cannot do anything without his magic, even Kusanagi beg, he cannot forgive him and not hesitate to kill him, but Kusanagi wondering that this like of thing is nothing not even scratching him, and he say that his magical power is automatically to defend him, even they hitting him, there's no effect, now he is thinking to pretend that he get hit, while they think that they hurting Kusanagi, Mizuha appeared, and all of them suddenly stop, and surprise, and Tadano explaining that they playing around, but Mizuha say that he know that they bullying Kusanagi, and saying that the students of Magic Academy is bullies, and say that if they are ashamed of themselves, now Tadano wondering that this is fault of Kusanagi, that's why Mizuha disgusted him now, while Mizuha helped Kusanagi and trying to get out there, but Tadano saw the hand of them and thinking like they are holding to each other, Tadano suddenly get mad, and shouted to Kusanagi, and use his magic power, and saying that he want to kill Kusanagi. And Mizuha trying stop him, but all of them use their magic and released to Kusanagi. Now the idiot Tadano think that Kusanagi has died, and saying that even his cheating wouldn't help him again this so much power. Now they think that Kusanagi died, but Kusanagi suddenly speak, and said that he tolerated all that Tadano do, but killing is too much, that the stupidity of Tadano mind can be cured by death, so now Kusanagi trying to discipline Tadano. Now all of them shocked that Kusanagi is alive, they couldn't believe, even though Kusanagi hid with so much magic. Now Kusanagi said that even Mizuha have been dragged into Uraden, but Tadano say that the both of them fault, and all of them use magic again, while Tadano saying that they keep attacking until Kusanagi died, but Kusanagi use small spell magic, that's why all of them laugh, and saying crappy to Kusanagi magic, and now they release Their magic, while Kusanagi use his magic drain to stop them, and to absorb their strength. Now all of them lost consciousness, and Kusanagi thinking that a little bit of magic that he absorbed they all passed out, saying that this would make them reflect on what they do, while Mizuha is so confused he wondering what magic Kusanagi use, and why that Tadano and his gang is unconscious, while Mizuha is thinking what is happening. Kusanagi is walking away, but Mizuha asks so many questions, she say what is that magic, what happened, and he know that he cannot use magic, and she to Kusanagi that who exactly are you, while Kusanagi thinking that Mizuha is so annoying girl, and say rather than asking him so many questions, Mizuha shouldn't saying something else, while Mizuha is blushing, while he saying thank you to Kusanagi, and now Mizuha said to Kusanagi that he most answers his question but, Kusanagi disappeared again, and leaving Mizuha, while the reaction of Mizuha like she confessing his love, to Kusanagi, after that Kusanagi visited old Shibuya again, while he is on that top of the building, he had a bad feeling so he checking it out, if the monster that he killed after noon, but the place is full of monsters again, and now he want to handle and eliminate all monsters in the Shibuya old city, but worried to all people, because he sent so many monster into other places, and wondering all of magician of this world is not good using magic, but even though that he is a great magician, he can't kill all monsters in Japan alone, so he is making a plan, but before that, he gonna wipe out all monster around carefully. Now Kusanagi use magic to subjugate all monster, while a drunk man is walking into a road, a magical monsters appeared, and trying to attack the drunk man, but Kusanagi attack the monster and save the man, while the man thinking that this is imagination, and walk away, that there's nothing happened, and Kusanagi thinking if he is get catch, but probably not, now fly away, but he didn't that there was a guy taking a video, and record all of what he do, said that he hit the jackpot, and that gonna be viral. Now all of them is in the principal office, their teacher saying that some of students have seen using magic at the outside of school grounds, and saying that if it is true, they have a no choice, but to expel those students who doing it, so their teacher want to know, and explain to them of what happened, but Tadano said that it wasn't them, and pointed Kusanagi that he is the one who comes, and looking for a fight, while Kusanagi wondering that Tadano lying casually, and he is impressed, and saying that he cannot keep his mouth to shut, and he need to explain herself to them, but Mizuha shouted, that's why they are shocked, and Mizuha trying to explain that it is all lies, and say that Kusanagi was getting bullied by Tadano and his friend, and say that Tadano and his friend is the one who use magic, and Kusanagi use self-defense, and do nothing, while the reaction of Kusanagi is shocked because Mizuha protecting him, and while Mizuha and Tadano are arguing to each other, Tadano say that they don't do anything, but Mizuha said that what kind of person bullies someone, and then blame them when they're facing consequences, and say that Tadano is ashamed to himself, and say that Tadano is not worthy to become students of the Magic Academy, and Tadano say why Mizuha protecting Kusanagi, and Tadano want Mizuha to become his woman, while he saying that, he is crying, but Mizuha said that Tadano have no chance, now Tadano is heartbroken, and Mizuha say rejected him because Tadano is bullies, violent, and the timing of confessing is makes zero sense, while Kusanagi thinking that Tadano is deserve it, but Mizuha word is so hurt for Tadano, while the teacher and principal talking that Tadano, and his friend are fault, and Kusanagi use magic for self-defense, and the principal say that they don't need people that using magic for a self-desire, and say all of them is expelled, while Tadano friends saying that they cannot because they just following what Tadano orders, While they are explaining everything, the teacher say to Mizuha and Kusanagi that they can go back now to their class. Now while they are walking going to their class, Mizuha is mad and say that she mad at Tadano, while Kusanagi ask what gonna happen to them if they are expelled, and Mizuha say that they won't be able to become a mage anymore. Now Tadano say to Mizuha that how many times have Mizuha tried to save him, and said to Mizuha that she is a crazy good girl. Now Mizuha is blushing, and running away, while she saying that she going to their class first, but Kusanagi felt happy about that, and at that time Kusanagi thinking why Kusanagi died, and why reincarnated to Kusanagi body, and if he died on car accident or bullied to death, but he think that they guilty of something, and he hope that expelling them is the payoff. While in the principal office, the principal talking to a two student, the principal saying that there was a student using a magic outside of the school, and few students got caught up, while the girl asked if there was a reason why she is calling him. The principal said one of the students who got caught up is Mizuha, while the girl now understand the situation, and she is thankful to principal that he reporting that to him, and now the girl walk away. While she is walking away, principal said that give him his regard to his father, while the girl say rest assured that her father will investing to this school. Now the two of them is going to the classroom of Mizuha. While they are in a hallway, the guy beside him spoke, and say that the guy called Kusanagi has to be absurdly strong, and the girl said that fighting multiple mages impossible, and the guy said if Kusanagi is stronger than them, while the is respond that is impossible, and said that she interested to Kusanagi, so they want to confirm it. And if Kusanagi lost, then she is no choice, but to expelled his sister. This girl name was Mizuha Ruka 3rd year S class, while the guy name is Katsuragi Ryuji 3rd year S class. Now back to Kusanagi, he is thinking that he lost all of his motivation because now is so peaceful, and while his classmate is watching the viral video of him, their teacher came and called Kusanagi and to those students are not measured yet. Now their teacher say, to those students who could not get measured last time, are going to measure right now, and now Mizuha thinking that this is his chance to find out what Kusanagi capable of, but they are all surprised, they could not expect that, there was a too powerful magician expectating them, and also Mizuha shock, because his sister is there. Now Kusanagi is starting his magic measurement, while Kusanagi is in the stone measurement, he is hesitating if he is gonna use all of his power, because in the last assessments he destroy the stone measurement, so he say that he need to be careful. Now Kusanagi place his hand to the stone measurement, and use his magic power to the stone measurement, while stone is measuring his power, Kusanagi suddenly become tired, and exhausted, and the teacher worrying about him and say if Kusanagi is okay, and say that they managed to get the results of Kusanagi magic power, while all of them saying that Kusanagi Minato attribute is none, and about his magic power is 100, and say that Kusanagi is the lowest in their class, having no attribute is quite rare, and it also means that Kusanagi is useless. Now the two students of S class is disappointed, and the guy said that rumors of him defeating the gang of Tadano by himself is not true, while Ruka said that they must go now, and forgetting it, and they business there was done, while all of his classmate is laughing to him, and saying that Kusanagi is getting tired by that assessment, and that is, because of his magic power is so low, so that's why become tired, but his teacher is comforting him, and saying to Kusanagi that do not think too much, and saying that how much low or higher your magic power is, it doesn't mean that you are weak, just believe to yourself, while Mizuha thinking that there was something wrong, because Kusanagi can definitely had the ability to kill and defeat a demon soldier, and she think that can use dual attributes, so she did not believing on what the results shown, she sure that Kusanagi used some trick, like adjusting his amount of magic power, while Kusanagi, thinking that the result is perfect, that he used precise magic manipulation, but there was a price doing it, so that why he became tired. Now in the main hall they walking together by Mizuha, and Kusanagi say to Mizuha if Mizuha are in assessment room as well, while Mizuha said that she is so curious, but his sister appeared and shouted to the two of them that they need to stop, because of that they stopped, and Kusanagi asked, who is he, and Ruka said that she is the eldest daughter of Mizuha family, and his name is Mizuha Ruka, and introduce his friend, that the guy name is Katsuragi Ryuji, and the both them are 3rd year, and Kusanagi asked if they need something. Ruka said to Kusanagi that she had no business to him, and she walked through to approach Mizuha, while Mizuha feels scared. And his sister said that even Mizuha are not even match against to the Tadano gang, and she said that she heard that his sister was saved by a guy that amount of magic power is merely 100, and she is confirming it to Mizuha if that the rumors is true, and Mizuha say it is true, and she told Mizuha that he had to quit to the academy. But Mizuha said that, why would she stop, and his sister said that she cannot win against him at least once, while Mizuha seemed to be afraid, and his sister said that even in academics, sports or even magic craft, that she cannot beat him, and no matter what Mizuha do, she always lost to him, and he said that being a mage is not suitable for Mizuha, and she said that the only one is enough, but Mizuha is trying to speak, but her sister said, all she needs is to listen to him, and she said to Mizuha that she must quit studying at this academy, and just enroll in normal school, and when she heard what his sister said to him, she was scared and cry, and her sister said if she understood if she said, and when Mizuha was about to say her answer, Kusanagi suddenly spoke and she told Ruka that she was arrogant, and Ruka said what did you say, and Kusanagi said that she talks nonsense and doesn't listen to other people's opinions, so he said that Ruka is so arrogant, but Ruka said that this conversation is for the family discussion, and the outsider shouldn't meddle to their peers. But Kusanagi said that is not called conversation, but it's like ordering his sister around to him. Then Ruka got angry when Kusanagi told her and she said that Kusanagi is a bastard, but Kusanagi said that ordering others out of their own way of living is something and even the family member is not allowed to do that, and Kusanagi said that this is just like forcing someone to give up on their dreams, but Ruka said that her sister does not have the ability to be a mage, and say that Mizuha is never win against him. Now Mizuha is sad, and think of what her sister said it was right, and she said that she has no talent, and she is the only one saying that she is a genius, and she said that the truth was she is always losing in his sister, and one Mizuha never win against his sister, but Kusanagi says that Mizuha has won, while Mizuha is ashamed to himself that Kusanagi is trying to protect him to his sister, and Ruka says that Mizuha is never win against him, and she said that is impossible, but Kusanagi saying that Mizuha cannot win against him and it is impossible right now, but Kusanagi said that only at 2 weeks, Mizuha can win against him, and Kusanagi suggests to have a 2-on-2 magic duel, while Ruka thinking if she will agree to Kusanagi's suggestion, and Ruka said that after Kusanagi spouting nonsense earlier, and said that Kusanagi is planning to run away to him, and she says that she agrees, while Kusanagi asked Mizuha if she wants to participate in the duel, and Mizuha said that she wants to participate too. Now Kusanagi says that the duel has been decided, and if they win Ruka won't say that thing anymore, and Ruka said that if they win Mizuha will leave the school, and now they both are leaving, and while they are leaving Ruka said that she would be prepared, and to face the reality, now the two of them is on the rooftop of the school, and Mizuha asking a help on Kusanagi, that he need his aid to teach him to learn more about magic, while Kusanagi is wondering, that way he suddenly get called up to the rooftop, and said to Mizuha that he is a lowly mage that have 100 amount of magic power, and asked Mizuha if she truly want to be taught by someone like him, while Mizuha said that she know that Kusanagi is hiding his real power, and she said that Kusanagi is stronger than him, and she say that Kusanagi know a way to become stronger, that's why Kusanagi said to his sister that she can win against to his sister, while Kusanagi thinking why he provoke his sister and suggest a duel, because Kusanagi think that those kind of person are the type of who desperate that want to control everything, but Mizuha is begging to him, and to teach him, and Kusanagi said that he is willing to teach him, but Kusanagi say that she must follow everything he say, and cannot back out in midway. Now Mizuha is seemed so happy and excited, while Kusanagi is happy too, and said, that there is no way that he can decline Mizuha if she begs like that to him, and he said that he need to prepare for the duel, and Kusanagi said teaching Mizuha is not bad. Now he said to Mizuha, they training must start tomorrow. And said that he do not know where a place that they will practicing, while Mizuha said to Kusanagi if he want to come to his place. Now Kusanagi is in the house of Mizuha in the training ground, and said to Mizuha that his house is big, while Mizuha said that is because of his father he is a noble mage that's why they are rich, have a big estate, and is thinking that this is her first time to invite a boy over to his house, and wondering if Kusanagi thinking something strange that's why he accept his invitation to come to his house, while Kusanagi thinking, and he know what Mizuha is thinking, but he said that he had no intention, and now he said that they getting started, and calling Mizuha, while face is blushing, and said that why Kusanagi calling him with his given name, but Kusanagi said that his sister is also Mizuha, and Kusanagi said that the people won't know who is he addressing if called that name, and said to Mizuha that if she do not like it, he call Mizuha in a different name, while Mizuha said that she okay with that. Now Kusanagi said that they practice now, but Kusanagi asked Mizuha, first before they to begin, that what exactly is the magic is, and Mizuha said that the question of Kusanagi is easy to answer, and said that it is all about the energy inside the body that is needed to perform magic, and Kusanagi asked so many questions to Mizuha about magic, while Mizuha answer all of it, but Kusanagi said to Mizuha that his answer is all incorrect, while Mizuha could not believe that his answers is all wrong, while Kusanagi is wondering that the current magician in this timeline is so foolish. Now Kusanagi explaining all about what true magic means is, while Mizuha says it is all lie, but Kusanagi said that it doesn't matter if Mizuha cannot believe it, he's simply teaching Mizuha all about the things that she didn't know. Now Kusanagi trying to insert a magic power into Mizuha body, and he said to Mizuha that if she feel the magic, she must inform him, and say if she cannot feel any magic power, which mean that Mizuha won't get stronger. Now Kusanagi use his magic into Mizuha body, now Mizuha feel that his back is so hot, that she feels something that could not understand, and Kusanagi said to him that is what called magic perception. Now Mizuha understand it now, and Kusanagi said that she must remember how it feel, and said that if Mizuha can feel it, then she can also detect it, and then Mizuha will be able to find the magic power in the nature, and he said to Mizuha that things his first lesson for now, and Mizuha said that she can do it, and she can master it in no time, while Kusanagi thinking that Mizuha could only sense magic after he poured it into his body, and said that Mizuha do not have the talent to become a mage. After that 1 week later, in the training ground of Mizuha, now Mizuha is so frustrated, and said that she cannot do it at all, while Kusanagi is feel disappointed, and said that it has been a week and Mizuha has practicing diligently, but he said that Mizuha have a slow understanding, and said to Mizuha that he will pouring his magic again into his body. Now Kusanagi use his magic again, and finally Mizuha succeed, and she feels so happy that she can feeling it and seeing it. Now Mizuha want to see Kusanagi magic power is, and look to Kusanagi, and she finally see the magic power of Kusanagi. Now Kusanagi teach Mizuha to use magic. He said that now Mizuha managed to learn the magic perception. Now it's time for Mizuha to adjust the amount of magic power that he have, and Kusanagi is explaining the magic crafting to him, that when she want use his magic power she must use it to its limit, and Kusanagi said that if she use his magic power to its limit, then it will increase power after its recovery, and he say that he teaching is different on what basic teaching of the academy have, said to Mizuha that it's okay even if she don't believe on what Kusanagi said, while Mizuha said that she won't doubt Kusanagi anymore. Now Kusanagi said to him that they will move into the next stage of their training, and he say that it is battle practice, while Mizuha also want it too, cause she want see Kusanagi power. Now the two of them is started they fight, and Mizuha use first level of aqua sorcery, but Kusanagi block it, while Mizuha is so surprised he can't believe that Kusanagi block his attack, and Kusanagi said to him that if she cannot even destroy his magic barrier, she cannot win to his sister. Now Mizuha use ice bullets, while Mizuha is attacking, Kusanagi giving him a instruction on how to use magic. Now Mizuha can't believe that she lost to Kusanagi, while Kusanagi give Mizuha a towel, and said to him that she using too much magic power, in an inefficient way, and said that if she can adjust his magic power, she no longer need any incantation. Now he give Mizuha an example to use magic without any incantation, and said that it is possible to perform magic craft even without incantation as long Mizuha adjust his magic power, while Mizuha understand that using magic power don't need any chanting, and Kusanagi said that it is true, and said to Mizuha that she must learn how to shorten his incarnation magic. Once she able to that, she can be advantageous in any battle. Now Kusanagi said that they will start right away, but Mizuha was shocked when Kusanagi said that they would start training right away, and Kusanagi said whether you like it or not, he said that it depends on practice, like she protecting his life, while Mizuha faced, is like she is gonna cry, and now they are done on practicing, and Kusanagi said to Mizuha that, if she's still okay, and said that she get used to it because they doing it every day, and after that he went to Harajuku, to eliminate monster, and he said that the number of monsters didn't even decrease even though the time passed, and he wondered what was going on. And he felt that a monster was attacking, so he quickly went there to rescue the girl, and when he killed the monster, he asked the girl if she was okay, but the girl suddenly taking a picture on her, so just fly away and left, and while he was flying he thought that the girl didn't say thank you, and suddenly taking a picture on her, and Kusanagi said that what is happening to the people nowadays, and he said that next time, he will wear a face mask, and after that night, the next day he was teaching Mizuha, and they had just finished practicing, and he thought that their duel was near, and he thought that Mizuha was improving, but he was still lacking in all fields compared to Ruka, and this things continue Mizuha cannot win against to his sister, and he said to Mizuha that it's okay to give up, while Mizuha said that she always comparing to his sister, and she cannot bear that, and she always forcing to give up to everything, but he said that magic craft is his thing that she cannot refuse to give up, but Kusanagi said that she cannot like that, and Mizuha said to Kusanagi to be stricter, while the respond of Kusanagi that he won't holding back, while Mizuha is happy, and motivated. Now Kusanagi teaching Mizuha to become stronger, so that she can defeat his sister. Now they are done, Kusanagi carrying Mizuha because of exhausted and harsh training. Now Mizuha passed the training session of Kusanagi. Kusanagi said to him that she worked hard, and now the day of they duel, now they are on school. Many reporters appeared and asking a question to Mizuha if she have conflict to his sister, and they asking about they duel, and so many question to her, and after that, the duel will be held on the big stage and Kusanagi cannot believe that what they fought is like an event, and now Mizuha have been called to go up to the stage but Mizuha seems nervous, that's why Kusanagi said to Mizuha that she must do her best in the battle. And because of that his nervousness was gone, and he smiled, and now she became confident while going into the stage, and now she is facing his sister, and his sister said that he didn't run, and she said that she cannot beat him, but Mizuha says that she will win with her sister, and while her sister says that Mizuha has improved in just 2 weeks but Mizuha is thinking the gap between her and her sister has grown and it is strong, but she will do everything to win, and now the magic duel began, and when the fight started Mizuha immediately attacked first, and while the two of them were fighting Kusanagi is thinking Mizuha because he said that Mizuha was nervous and anxious, and forget her training, now the two of them are exchanging attacks, and when Mizuha was hit by her sister's attack she realized that she got stronger because she countered the attack of her sister, and her sister said that in only 2 weeks Mizuha seemed to be stronger, and then Mizuha was happy because her sister praised her, but her sister said why do you seem happy, and she said she was not praising her and said that she had not yet given his full power. And then he increased his magic level and attacked Mizuha but Mizuha dodged it, but in the next attack he didn't dodge it, and she hit him and he fell out on the stage, while Kusanagi looked on just how Ruka defeated Mizuha, and he thought that Mizuha would have hoped to win with speed but Ruka was really strong, and Ruka said to Kusanagi that he is a cruel guy that she won't even help Mizuha, and said that he protecting him before, but Kusanagi says that Mizuha don't need for help, because Mizuha fight isn't over yet, while Mizuha stands up, and her sister is shocked because she says that she use level 2 magic, and Mizuha says no she will defeat him, and she said that the magic craft is the only one that she have, and she used his magic, and now they are exchanging their attacks, and because of this Mizuha ran out of magic and fell down, and Ruka his older sister won the magic duel, and because of that Mizuha was discouraged, but Kusanagi was comforting him, and then Ruka told Kusanagi that Mizuha had no talent, and he knew that Kusanagi know it, that Mizuha has no talent in magic. And Kusanagi said that Mizuha does not have talent and that she is clumsy inefficient and become even weaker in the real battle, and while Kusanagi was saying that, Mizuha cried, but Kusanagi say that he is a hard worker girl and has a will of determination to become stronger magician, and she training every day like an idiot kid, and even though he said that Mizuha had lost to Ruka, Kusanagi said that he loves hardworking people like Mizuha, because of that Mizuha cried, and Kusanagi said that Mizuha is her disciple and if he finds out that someone is speaking bad to his disciple he is displeasing it, and Ruka said that Kusanagi is so arrogant even though he only has 100 amount of magic power, while Kusanagi said that the guy that has 100 amount of magic power will defeat him,